Welcome, everyone, to the latest episode of the Testing Room, where three of the gaming industry's best video game consultants who have never actually consulted on a video game bring you new topics each and every week. As always, I'm Alex, aka The Godfather.
I'm Christian, aka Sudoorder45.
Preston, aka Dead Inside.
Oh. Okay. First of all, we just spent a decent bit of time trauma dumping on this call before we got started. And you have no idea the trauma that's coming as this podcast continues.
That's true.
So
Alex had a sad day.
I would love to hear why you're dead inside.
Oh, it's mainly just work. Mainly just tired. Retail, holidays, stress, shitty fucking people. Holidays can bring the worst out in people. Can also bring the best out of people. On my job, it's the worst of people. And
it usually brings out the worst of people.
That was Preston's way of warning us that we're on thin fucking ice today.
Just say something. See me get fucking sassy. It'll happen. I gotta load it up.
Damn.
I am so tired. I am a very tired boy. But I'm here.
It sounds like it.
We got it.
Sounds like it.
We got book club going. I got notes prepared for it. We got a comment.
Yeah, it's not a good day for you to be tired. This is your day.
I know.
Like, it is your book club, so you can't really afford to be the tired
around. Because we got a lot to do, and it's the holidays. This show comes out on Christmas week, so happy holidays, everyone. Hope all your travels are safe and you have a great time.
This show comes out Christmas week. What day? Monday? Tuesday? What day do we launch this show?
It comes out on Monday.
That's what I thought. So the book club will be the day after Christmas. The book club will be Christmas.
Book club will be after Christmas. Christmas is on Thursday. And book club comes out the day after.
Oh, why do I think it comes out on Thursday?
I don't know. It's always been Monday and Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I never listen to anything the day it launches, so it doesn't matter to me. It's just there. So
yeah,
it just happens to exist when I get there. But yeah, okay. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate.
Yeah,
you know, because this time of year gets real stressful, guys, and sometimes it's okay to just be like, I don't want to deal with anyone. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So,
nothing against
happy holidays or not. Fuck the holidays.
Up to you.
Well, what? Yeah, up to you. However you choose to celebrate. Cool. All right, well, let's get into it. Preston, what do we got over in your comment corner?
Comment corner. It's Tori. She's back. All right. Dear Preston, thank you for giving me a reason to play Wolfenstein. I too bought the bundle on Steam a while ago and have been going through my backlog trying to decide what to play. Saw you playing it online the other day and that reminded me I owned it too. Maybe I should play it finally. This was before I listened to the latest book club episode. Now I have a reason to play. I mean, I can't skip an episode of the Testing Room or Video Game Book Club because I know myself and know that I'll forget to go back and listen. So thank you, Preston. Can't wait to discuss part 1. Your friend who agrees you should punch Nazis, Tori. P.S. Hi, Alex. Hi, Christian. Sorry this comment was entirely addressed to Preston. I know I'll have more to say when y'all drop your thoughts on the game awards. Thank you, Tori. Yeah, I'm glad to have you back. I was sitting there, I'm like, we went through a couple book clubs, and like, Tori hasn't chimed in on anything. I guess we're not playing games that she likes. And I saw this comment. I'm like, hell yeah, we got Tori back in. We brought her back in. You know?
That was Preston's pick. He picked it specifically for you, Tori. So I would be excited.
Also, what a roller coaster of quality, because the last one she was on, I think, was Tomb Raider.
Yes.
And then has came over. So
I cannot tell you how happy I am Preston did not pick a stinker. So
you're saying that you're happy I did not pick a stinker?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, all right. We're all on the same page, I think.
Max Payne.
So, good. Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it.
We'll talk about it again.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it.
Don't forget to tune in later this week as we do dive into Christian and I were confused. This one's The New Blood, right? Is that the name of this one?
Nope, The New Order.
The New Order. Fuck. Yeah, we are getting confused on that. The New Order. So tune in later this week as we talk about the first game in the Wolfenstein reboot, which came out in what, 2016? 2017?
2014.
2014. Earlier. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Earlier than I thought. Because I thought
mid-generation.
I thought this was post Doom reboot for some reason in my brain. but it's pre because Doom was 2016.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be
So
pre.
pre-Doom
Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So yeah, tune in for that. I think it'll be a fun one today.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of. It's actually Preston and I think sometimes we because the games we pick don't always pick the ones that have the most robust
Yeah.
stories. Christian picks a lot of story-driven games, and this one's actually very story-driven. There's a lot going on. So
It was. Yeah, I picked a big
Do I?
chunk, but there's a lot of story
you
in
picked
it.
some pretty story-heavy games.
I think the only.
To be fair, we had Metal
It's
Gear
not
for
a
the
bad
past
thing.
4, so
Yeah.
Right. No, I know. I'm not saying that it's a
Yeah,
bad.
not
Yeah,
bad.
I'm not saying that you're attacking me. I'm just saying I was thinking, and I didn't think I had outside of Metal Gear. I think Metal Gear was the
what did
first
you do before
one.
Metal Gear? I can't remember.
So Preston and I have picked
I did Zone
older
of the Enders, and
we
that
picked-
one was really short and
we
not very
picked
story-heavy
older
at all.
generation games recently, like Max Payne, and I forget what I did, but like ours sometimes don't Tomb Raider and stuff don't always have a lot of story to it but
A
this
little
one
splash
did.
here and
This
there,
one's-
but mostly gameplay. Yeah.
This one has a lot. So
Does.
I've been keeping a list on GG. I'm gonna look and see.
no, it does not matter.
I'm not. Well, it's not that it matters. I'm just.
What are you
interested.
checking for GG for?
My list of the games that I've picked so that I can look and see.
Got you.
Oh, you know what? No, Alice, you're probably fair because the first one. So the first one I did was, or first two, was, Diablo 2 and then the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever. So those two were not very story heavy. But then after that, it was Metro, which is pretty story heavy in faurness.
Very
very similar.
Ace Combat 7. Ace Combat 7 definitely has some story in there. Zone of the Enders not so much, and then Metal Gear right after that is definitely.
But Zone of the Enders
that's fair.
had a lot of story around the game.
That's true.
It did.
Yes,
That's true.
so-
There was a lot of story around that game. Yeah.
So, yeah, I got a couple pages of notes. I got some stuff written down here. I think it'll be good.
Nice. Yeah, tune in for that. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who wants to kick off the weeks?
I would request to go last because I feel like out of... I know at least for one of you, I definitely had the more normal, regular gaming week.
I did not play a whole lot. Do you want me to go first, Alex?
Sure.
Okay. So, I played a little bit more Cosmic Invasion. Got a couple more levels in. I think I only have like 2 more levels left. So that was fun. Still a good
Nice.
game if you like a beat 'em ups and you want some Marvel in there. It's got some really cool stuff with the tag system. I noticed that towards the end, you really need to be hitting those tag assists in because that's where the big damage is. If you don't do that, you're spending a whole lot of time in those levels and losing health. But yeah, having a lot of fun with it. Loving Cosmic Ghost Rider. I was playing with him. I just unlocked Silver Surfer. But yeah, so far, Cosmic Ghost Rider, She-Hulk, and Beta Ray Bill have been so far like 3 of my favorite characters to play. I'm just still choosing the characters they have in the story beats, so I'm not like focusing in on one. But I hit Cosmic Ghost Rider for the last one. It was like a Galactus map. That one was fucking hard because Galactus was like putting down like he's eating the world. So there's like little spots that would show up in the like arena that you're at that stun you and do a whole bunch of damage to you. So if you get in one of those, it's just like and then until it stops, you can't get out of it. So it was difficult, and it was really hard to get through that one. But I did it. I think Beta Ray Bill had a good dodge for it, and then I think I used like Venom or somebody who was flying around, so I didn't have to touch the ground.
So I do have a question about this, but really quick. I hate how much my brain is wired for like Instagram content or whatever, because my first thought was like, have you guys seen that clip of that dude that like has his camera out or whatever, and he goes like, "What did he say?" and like turns or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, you do that, and then it just cuts to Preston being like, whatever that. Yeah, and I was like, that would have been a perfect little clip. Anyway, my actual question was, so now that you said you think you only have 2
Couple more
stages left.
stages left, yeah.
So are you still standing pretty firm on where you thought that it landed between this and Shredder's
I
Revenge?
think
or do you
Shredder's
think
Revenge
it's
for
been
some
getting
reason
better?
just feels a little bit better. I don't know if there is
Sure.
something about the smoothness of the fighting or what, but I feel like I had a better time. I think the overworld map in Turtles was incredibly fun. Like you drive around the van or whatever, like different levels. This is just a straight up grid with a dot.
It had little Easter eggs in
Yeah,
there
this
too
is a
and
dot,
stuff.
a line to the next one, and some diverting paths. But other than that, you got some extra menu
Really?
stuff where you can like get like anytime I beat a level, I get a whole bunch of these like little gems, and each gem can unlock in this big like graph that I can like choose like, oh, just choose this number, that number, and you can like, oh, this one opens a codex, which is like information on the character, or this one opens up a new color scheme outfit for this character. So I've been going through and unlocking those. But other than that, there's not a whole lot extra stuff in there, other than like character description and some like background information on characters and enemies. And this one, I mean, I think they did a good job with, the look of it, how it plays with being a tag beat 'em up. I think that's an incredibly fun idea because you get to bring 2 people in with you. You get to tag it up. You can switch around with them. You can just input. You want that character to jump in and do this move kind of deal. I think that was incredible. I thought that was a lot of fun. I just still had a lot better time with Turtles. I don't want to say that I like Turtles more than Marvel. I don't think that's going to push me through it. I just think that they gave that game maybe a little bit more. Say that. Yeah, maybe a little bit more love to the Turtles game than they did for the whole Marvel one. And you're dealing with a lot bigger variety of characters with the Marvel one as well. So
I actually don't know if I had to say, and obviously it's your thing, so you would know. But like, gun to my head, I feel like you do like the Turtles a little bit more than you do like Marvel.
I think I've liked the Turtles for longer than I've liked Marvel. Like, I've always been like, yeah, sure, Wolverine's cool. I like the X-Men. I watch the cartoons. But I was a diehard Turtles kid. So, yeah, it's, to be fair, if you look over here, like, Marvel's got its shelf. Turtles has part of a shelf with DC on the other shelf. So, while I do like Turtles, I think nowadays I probably have enjoyed more Marvel than I have Turtles, but that's not fair because there's more Marvel than there's Turtles. So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm a Turtle fan for life. It's it's really good stuff. I just there's something about Shredder's Revenge that just made it like one of the best beat 'em ups I've ever played. So it's a very high bar to go after, and that's the same company. They did a great job. I think there could have been a little extra love put into like the maps and maybe some of the extra stuff you might get in there. But
sure.
Overall, still a great beat 'em up.
Nice.
Yeah. Other than that, one other game I was able to get Unbeatable. I played a good chunk of that. It is not Steam Deck ready. They said that in the released note, and they said, hey, it's not Steam Deck ready. We're working on it. I think they probably could have given that game some more time in the oven. Because even when playing on PC, I think I'm missing full-on FMVs. And they said in the last patch that some FMVs were getting skipped just due to weird programming and stuff like that. So, like, me missing parts of the story, while some of that may be intentional, I don't think all of it was purely intentional. I think I'm actually missing cutscenes. So, but there's a lot of fun stuff that he had in there. It's got some story that is fine. It's good. It's not bad. Again, me missing parts of the story, me missing, maybe the intentional parts, is just kind of leaving me up in the air. But you end up essentially, people get blamed because it's a world to where if you play music, like something bad happens, like demons or whatever you want to call it, show up. So like it's a law in this land that like you're not allowed to play music. It can fuck shit up if you do. You end up going with this one girl to like a stadium where her mother played, and she goes on and starts singing. Cops bust in, we escape. There's a cool fight scene or a chase scene to where like you're on the side of the car. There's cop cars and helicopters up in the air, and you're hitting them to the beat, which is a lot of fun. You escape. People get blamed for what you did. You're going into jail to get them out, and the cops can't do anything to you. But on the side, they're trying to do like a little Fight Club thing to where like you get to fight the guards get to fight you in this kind of scenario. So you're fighting them to the beat. There's like a little batting cage in there too, where you can do to the beat, which is really cool. I think all there's great ideas in there. I just think it maybe needs a little bit more time. I would say if you're interested in it, feel free to get it so you can support the team. But maybe wait for a couple more patches to come through before you go full hog.
So buy it now, but don't play.
I want the team to be supported, but it's also like I don't feel it's a completely finished product. And it's a smaller team, I think this is their first game, so it's understandable. What is there is great. The arcade mode, which is you just going in and playing the songs, that's incredible. That's great. You're unlocking more songs as you go through as well. There's a shit ton of them and a shit ton of remixes you can get as well. I think it's a good game. I unfortunately don't think it's going to crack my top 10, but we'll see when we get there.
Okay.
On that,
right.
I didn't play anything else. I did. Me and Travis got a little bit of Arc Raiders going in. I got him the little dog collar for his rooster. And we had a fun time with that. Didn't run into anybody. I hear that Arc Raiders, they fixed the issue, but while we were playing, they had an issue with matchmaking to where it was not pairing you up with duos and trios and solos. It was just putting people in. So there were people who were going in solo against trios and being like, I went in with duos.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they're like,
I thought you were saying like you were just getting dropped in mass by yourself. I was like, that sounds
no,
amazing.
it was just for the grouping of people of, who's in trios, who's in duos. Like they weren't being secluded. So there's people who were like, I went to duos and we killed 2 guys, and then we went in thinking that the room was fine, and there was still one more guy in there. So, but they said that it was an issue they had, but they've already fixed it. And they got a new map now. Well, not a new map, but a variation map of one of them has like snow now. So one of the maps is all snowy and holiday-esque. So it looked really
cool.
good. I did see some of the gameplay that looked really good. But yeah, hung out with Travis for a little bit, played some Arc Raiders. It was good. It was a good time. Arc Raiders is a great game. Multiplayer game of the year.
It's good.
Some would say, I guess, for the game of the year.
Jeffrey did say that.
Yes,
some would say. Have you watched any TV shows?
No. It's a little bit of YouTube here and there. I haven't watched any new shows yet.
There was a show that dropped this week, season 2
of
episode 1. I don't know if you saw it. Fallout.
Oh yeah, I saw an advertisement for that the other day. I may not have Prime anymore. I don't know if that login is still there, so I might wait for that one to drop and maybe get it.
I watched the first episode. It was good. It was really good.
First season's great.
I think they found their stride. I think they found what they want to do. Yeah.
First season was getting backgrounds on characters and bringing them together, and this one is like, now we're going to New Vegas, and it's going to be a collection of characters. So yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Yeah, look good.
Yeah, it'll be good. Cool. I'll go. So I've had a roller coaster of a day.
Oh.
I've had some of the highest highs, and I think I can officially say the lowest lows I've ever had in terms of gaming. So this week I haven't played a whole lot because I've had work. So I played a little bit of Final Fantasy. A new patch dropped. Christian and I went through not the story content, but we did some of the dungeon updates or the raid updates today. Those were really good.
Yeah, the normal raids.
Yeah, the normal raids. Those were really good. The only other thing I played all week was Monster Hunter Wilds. And so they launched a new monster on the same day that they patched Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to fight it. So that drop when we were gone, I was going to wait to get home and play with Christian. What I did do, though, because I had the Steam Deck with me this week, so I've been completing a quest of this game. I've dove deeper into Monster Hunter Wilds than I ever have any other Monster Hunter game. And we loved Worlds. We put in hundreds of hours into Worlds. Was level 459 last I saw, which is crazy. I know. I have every gold fish, every gold crown fish, so I've caught them all. I have all the monsters you can have. I've fought most of them 50 times, and the reason that's important is because when you get 50, that gives you all of the titles. So you get a title of killing it 10 times and 20. They cap out at 50. Some are less, but most are 50. But the big thing that I was able to do this week is I built all but one armor set. And the other armor sets are random on some of those. I built every armor set in the game, and not just people might say that of I built every armor set for me, the guy, right? And because there's an alpha series for the man and the woman, which comes with gems in it. And there's a beta series for male and female that doesn't have gems, so you can put your own gems in it. And then some monsters, the Arch-Temper, get a gamma series.
Well, they don't have gems in it. They have different skill. They have different levels of different skills in the different slots and stuff.
Right.
But yes.
So it's but there's an alpha male
They're
and female.
almost always worse.
A beta male and female, and some even have a gamma, which are a male and a female for the gamma as well. They're the even better ones.
For Arch-Tempered.
And then there's a few layered. And then your Palico has a set for every monster. I completed... This morning in the airport, I was able to fight Omega a few times with some Japanese players at 4 a.m. as I was waiting to board a plane. I finally completed Omega, which meant I had built every armor set in the game to add to every crown, to add to every fish and every endemic life, to add to every weapon of mine. And I even built and upgraded all the talismans. I was down to 3 talismans that I had to create. I needed a couple of Omega gems, and I needed the Street Fighter 6 update like thing they did. You got tickets for that. They haven't brought that back yet. I need 3 tickets from that. And that'd be it. Everything in the game. So I did that this morning. I was super pumped, man. We got in some of the fights with Omega, the Final Fantasy crossover with some of the Japanese players, and they knew what's up, and it was incredible. I even sent this big text to Christian. I was like, I found the perfect time to play this game. Like, it's 4 a.m, and that is it. Like, it was incredible, and like I did it. And Christian, we were talking about just, I wonder if that armor will help with like the new fight. I was like, only one way to find out. Let's do it. So I got to my PC when I got home, and there was a file syncing issue because I was playing on like NVIDIA GeForce Now. So I was trying to figure that out today. My character's been deleted.
No! God!
Full sale? Like everything?
No! God,
Everything.
please, no! No!
How?
No!
I mean, why is there not like a backup somewhere?
There was. The problem was so in this process, his PC also had not gotten the title update for update just yet.
Okay.
So he had the sync issue. It pops up a warning, says, hey, do you want to proceed? Or, because Steam warns you. But in fairness to Alex, that is with him playing on the Steam Deck, and then sometimes if he shuts his Steam Deck off too fast before the save has a sync to go up, then there'll usually, when he's in his house like this, that's like a minute difference in save data, right? Usually not that big of a deal. So it's like, okay, yeah, fuck it, I don't care, right? Well, this time, when he had done that, it ended up having a corrupted save, and so that was the one that then got pushed to the Steam Cloud one, overrid it, and now further details is that Steam does not mandate to developers how many versions of cloud saves they have to go back.
That was the first fuck up. I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. I go to my cloud saves in the cloud, and like I'll just restore, because I called a couple out Warhammer. I have 27 cloud saves I can pull from whatever I want. This one has 1. 2 technically. 1 is from the day you start the game, and the other one writes itself ongoing from then on. So on my PC, it tracks. I have 372 hours in that game. That does not count NVIDIA GeForce Now because it doesn't track it that way. All gone.
Bro.
All gone. I didn't even get a chance to enjoy all the stuff that I finished. I haven't even had a chance to fight the brand new monster that launched this week, because that's what I was going to do today.
Sure.
And all it shows me now is the create a character screen.
How does that make you feel? Like, I know it's bad, but like, are you done with Wilds now? Or you're like, I can't put 400 hours back into this fucking game.
Yeah. So I'm done with Wilds for now. It's off my computer.
Man,
it's gone.
That's such a fucking bummer.
It's the biggest loss I've ever had in a video game.
Did you open up? Did you actually send a ticket to Capcom?
Not yet. I will tomorrow morning.
Yeah, see if they can
I
pull
was gonna say,
something.
it would be worth it. I still think.
Because you would think that there would be it's an online game, so they would have like an online like thing that would say like it's this account, it has these stats.
They tell you on their
numbers.
website. They tell you on their website they don't. Like in their website they say we can't retrieve save data, so you should make a local save, which no one reads or does. I only found that because
Capcom make multiple fucking cloud saves.
I only found that out because other people have had similar issues, not with like this patch, but there's just a thread of like patch updated, files gone, and the answer are people like time to start over, and I'm just like,
I don't want to.
I can't. I couldn't if I wanted to. Like I would be so overwhelmed on where to start. I didn't tell Christian this. I had so much extra shit in this game that for giggle shits, like I gotten up to like 1.5 million zenny, which is their money, and others for giggle shits, just for like the part of my brain, the pleasure center of my brain to visually see it. I tabbed from high rank to low rank and just made all the low rank gear the other night because I had the material. Sure. And you use different low rank material than you do the high rank material. Like when I say I made every armor in the game, all.
Dude. That is probably the worst loss of like save data or character that I've ever heard of.
It's the biggest loss. it's the biggest loss I know of. It's the biggest loss I've ever had. Like I've gone through many emotions today.
Yeah.
But it is off my computer. I think what I landed on, we'll see what happens. Because part of me is like, I just don't even want to go back to it. Period.
Yeah. You're
but
very upset, yeah.
like Christian and I talked about it. We did like, they do give you gear to help you blast through the story when they come out with an expansion to prepare you for the new game. And I think I probably would like to platinum the new expansion when it comes out, just like I did this game, right? I have all the trophies. I mean, I guess it'll be easier for me to play and put it down because like all the other shit is gone, you know?
Yeah, you're not getting everything. You just want to like.
Well, and remember, it'll be a brand new tab, right? So like, it's if you really do get that bug again, you can always just be like, I know I did all of this stuff, so I'll just start from the master rank tab, whatever. Again,
Maybe.
I have told you this before. But like I think that it is great that you created your own fun inside that game and made all those things, but it did serve no purpose. Like
it served no purpose. It's just honestly what it is. Yeah, honestly
right,
what
that's
it
what I'm saying,
is
is that, like,
I just
you did it. Preston and I know you did it.
Sure.
Right. Like
the only purpose it served was like I had just put so much time into this game because I do enjoy playing it. Right. Like I put so much time into it. When you come up with all that material, you look around and you go, well, what do I do with this? I never set out to do it. It's just we had played the game so much. I was like, well, what do I do with all this shit? And I was like, well, let's just start making gear. And after a while, it's like, well, now I do just like I have everything and there's like a new title update. So like, here's 2 new monsters. Like, well, I might as well just go ahead and do it for these because I've done it for everything else. Right. So like it never intended to start out that way, but I just put so much time into the game and it was my own fun that it just happened. So you're right. Like, I guess if I got the bug, I do it with master rank. I probably won't have that bug again. The thing that pisses me off the most, like losing it sucks the most. But like the other thing is like, I don't even get a chance to play the new monster. Like there are things we could do that have to do with mods to where I might be able to like do some stuff with somebody else's file save and do, but it's like part of me is like, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like this is the last title update and I can always go back to that monster when I have the new gear like later. Right.
yeah.
A huge loss, mate. Like huge loss.
Bro.
I still haven't processed it.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a while, man.
I think it's not. I think the only thing that I could think that is comparable is like when like people get like their MMO account hacked and then and then those characters get deleted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've had that happen to any of us. Like this is the biggest hit.
Wow.
No. Well, I mean, technically mine did, but it was after I had already quit. Well, so I was fine with it. But yeah, like my old WoW character is gone now. It's
I've never had anything like that happen to me in MMO, but that's also because like when my accounts are like, do you want to create a strong password that's like 19 characters and the only thing that's ever going to remember it is this phone app? Yep. So like,
well,
you know.
So I didn't have somebody do that. I was just saying I know that there was a massive update to the game and you were supposed to log in at some point, or else Blizzard was just going to delete those characters and move on, and that's what happened. So that character is just gone. I'm sure. Honestly, I'm
sure my WoW characters are gone. There's no way my Warlock and others. But yeah, like it's nuts. It's nuts. Man. So that's been my
right before the final title update, man. That's a big kick in the nuts.
Not even the title update's out. I just hadn't made it to
the
fight
content.
It yet.
Yeah.
To like Christian asked me the other night too. He was like, I was in the hotel room. He goes, "Oh, you fighting that monster? I see you on there. Like, I know what you're doing." He sent me a GIF. I was like, "I'm not." I was like, because I'm on my hotspot in the hotel Wi-Fi. Like, I probably could have, but like, I don't want to have my first experience with this huge bombastic monster. Oh, camera? Camera? Anybody? No, yeah. All my shit is breaking today. Yeah, Preston, I told Christian, I was like, it is almost enough to make a grown man cry.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that's 400 hours of your year.
More. I mean, it's more.
Yeah,
right?
plus 400 plus hours of your year, yeah.
It absolute insanity.
Ruthless. Brutal.
Okay, well, guys, you will have to put a picture up for the time being. This will charge it faster. I will be back on camera eventually.
Okay.
But you might just have to put an image of me up for a little bit because we don't want to sit here and just wait for it to catch up.
No, that's fine.
So, yeah. So that was my week. Beyond that, I I don't think I played anything else. So what I told Christian is like the biggest loss to me here is that like, and the reason I'm really pissed off about it is because we're going home to visit for Christmas, and like there's the games that you have that you play that I want to play. Like I want to play Indiana Jones, right? And I want to play some of these other games that are out there. But you have to listen to Indiana Jones. So like Monster Hunter or Final Fantasy are these games that like you're so far into it, and I've done so much. Like I could turn the volume down, we could watch TV, I could play and not have to pay too much attention. It's just like roll, and I just lost like the biggest source of that. You know what I mean? So like anything else, I could do the same thing with Final Fantasy. Like, and maybe that's what I do. Maybe my meander around and like just be in my own space game becomes 14, and I go back to like leveling my crafting and leveling other classes. I don't know. I will say Final Fantasy is much harder to pick up and put down than it was for Monster Hunter. So there's that. But that's my week. I watched Fallout. It is good. I think they're going a good direction with it. I think they have found their stride. They have a lot to cover, but I think they did a good job. Like for a first episode, I think a lot of shows are like, remember where we left all of these characters off. They did not do that. They said, here's this 4-minute recap of last season, and episode 1 we're going to focus on like 3 characters, like these 3 people. So they did not overload it, which was very smart on their part.
I think I saw some article about people complaining about how the recap was an AI and it was complete garbage.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so unless they pulled that part down, I mean, yeah.
No, I don't know. That's a good question. I would have to go back and
I could be mixing up with a different show. Someone did a recap of a new season, or did a new season, did a recap in AI, and it was just complete trash, and people got pissed.
That's a good question. So. I mean, I didn't. If this was AI, it wasn't egregious because it was clips from last season, right? Like this was the official recap that starts at the beginning of an episode. Like, so I don't know. I'll have to look that up and see. I mean, we can look this up while Christian's talking. You may very well be right. But yeah, that's my week. I'm gonna go into the holidays sad.
No.
Oh, God.
Follow this one up, Christian.
Awful. I will say, when you put the ticket into Capcom, you should just for fun, you should just list everything that you've done and be like, just so they know how much damage they would be inflicting if they send back no.
Wait, I should put everything, like everything I had in there. Like here's the
I would just be like, I've done all of this. I did this. I did, and then when I did the update, your guys' update fucked me, and now I don't have my save data. Do something about this.
I may not play this game again until maybe the expansion. Yeah.
No, I won't even say I just may not ever play this game again. Is what I will.
I would just be as dramatic as possible about it, just to who knows? Maybe it'll be the equivalent of.
Let them be like, I don't say this in jest, and I don't want to brag here. Like, I truly believe I am the best American glaive user on your game. So it really hurts. Yeah. And Preston, you were right. 6 days ago, Amazon pulled AI-generated Fallout recap ahead of the season 2. So what I saw must have been
the
redone
version.
One.
Yeah. The quick, let's make this one up real quick. Yeah.
Eesh. After it's called out for being, quote, full of errors. Which is probably not what you want.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Man, I wish all AI a very good death, soon.
It'll happen when it collapse.
Dude, it just it happened to a YouTube video today. I was like, so part of the thing was that the Trails in the Sky, the second part remake, just got a trailer dropped. It's fantastic. It looks great. If you're interested at all. Like I was telling Alex, because I know, Preston, you played a little bit of this first one. Do not go watch the trailer for the second one. It is literally just a minute and 45 seconds of spoilers. That's it.
Because they're like, the only people that are going to buy this game are the people that know this game.
Already played it,
yeah, I mean, in fairness, like I told Alex, I think that all of it would look like you would just be like, I don't know what the fuck is happening in this thing. But also, though, because of that, there's even just how wild this series gets past that first one. a lot of that is in there, and it's spoiler, and it was just like it would just ruin some of the genuine surprise that can come from some of those moments. So I would not watch it. That's also a PSA to everybody else. But the AI thing was that YouTube now in random videos that are foreign language first is doing a new AI voiceover to like translate it into your native language on your account, just like over. I genuinely this morning, because it was right
Is
as I
that
was waking
is that
up
in
for
lieu
work.
of like subtitles? They're just like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're doing you
No,
a
it's
favor,
both.
so you don't
they
have
will
to do
turn
some-
on they
Yeah.
they will turn on both. Like it will be like here's some subtitles so that you can read what's happening over this, but also there will be an AI voice accompanying it.
But they're like,
It's-
we're doing
it's
this for
garbage.
you. It's gonna be great, right?
Didn't
Now you
some
don't have to read.
Except
anime
that it's awful.
also recently do that, to where it's like, hey, the English voices we did all in AI and it was complete trash? I think someone did that recently
Maybe
too.
I don't know. Yeah, but so it was very early when I saw this. Right, so I had just woken up for work, so I'm getting ready, blah blah blah. So this starts happening. I genuinely thought that I had a device that I was like, did somebody install something on this? Like I was like, what is happening? And it was only up until I looked over and I saw the captions go by that I was like, oh my god, is this like a fucking AI thing? And the best part is that it's not just like a setting on the video where you go like, oh, let me turn off closed captions. It is a whole other setting inside YouTube's like accounts that you have to go and turn off to stop it from running on videos. It's unbelievable. It's just
Push it out. Show
want
them.
to-
Show them what we're paying all the money for this AI. We got to do something with it because we're
Yeah.
putting too much money into it. We got to show we have something.
I don't want to opt out. Let me opt in. Right? You can do
Yeah.
that and be like,
Don't
hey, we have
force
this
me to
feature for
opt
anybody
out.
that wants
Yeah.
it. You can turn it on if you want to do it. But like, I don't, because I'll never use it, and then that'll show like if people want it or not, right? But don't just give it to me if I'm not asking.
But
That's
you-
why they're forcing it, so the
you
number
know-
goes up.
Like I was gonna say,
I know,
all three
I
have
know.
worked in corporate America long enough that the data is very clear that if you do not opt people in and then let them remove themselves, there are wholesale features that people will never run into because they'll go, I didn't even know that you did that. And they'd be like, oh yeah, well we sent you. It's like, yeah, but I ignore all that stuff. And they're like, oh, well next. So from now on, they start opting people in, and then you have to be the person to go and turn it off, or else nobody would do anything. Which really speaks to, I think a much larger picture of where we're at, but whatever. I'm telling you, I would send us back to the prehistoric era immediately if I could. Anyways, that all being said, so I played some games. I'm gonna try to talk about one of them in the nicest way possible.
Just go ahead. I don't
like
care.
Monster
But I know, but I know. Anyway, so
Don't
one game I
don't
did
let
start
my
playing.
mishap poo-poo on your parade.
Let's see how top 10 turns out for Alex this year.
Dude. So like okay, sorry, not to divert here, but like I don't feel right in being like I have to kick you off my list in this.
No.
Because I put so much time into you, but I've had so much fun recently in doing what I did. It started to like maybe move up on my list, but now it's like, what do I do? Right? Like anyway.
The
I
problem
have
is that I think some of this. I said this earlier, and I still think it holds true, which is, I think that what happened to you, although it is very unfortunate, it is just another notch in the, like, let's say, sordid history that Wilds has had compared to other Monster Hunter titles
100%.
about its performance on issues, not only just on PC, but just in general, right? Like, and I think that when, like, I remember, like, a lot of those issues were not happening to the members of this show, right? Like, we were lucky that it just didn't happen to us a lot. But it was happening to a lot of people very heavily for a very long time, and it just so happens that it unfortunately happened out. But, like, I think that however you end up rating that game, right? Like, I do think that it was, beforehand, it was probably untethered by its technical
Sure.
issues that it has had, and now it will probably be appropriately tethered to its technical
Now that
issues
we've
that it's
been
had the
affected,
whole
yeah.
time.
Sure.
So so I don't think I still think that you have the ability to be fair with it, right?
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
But anyway, so I started playing Ninja Gaiden Black, not Ninja Gaiden Black 4, but Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah.
How far did you make it on
And,
there? Because I was watching for a bit, but then I had work and the week has hit.
I think I'm about at the halfway point now. So by the time we come to game, it'll be done. It's great. It runs perfect on Steam Deck. I mean, not perfect, but it runs at a locked
playable
45
on
on
Steam
Steam
Deck?
Deck. And yes,
Fuck.
you can run it to a locked 45, and because you can put the frame rate down on Steam Deck to be yours, that same refresh rate, feels great at a locked 45, just
Awesome.
solid the whole way through.
I was gonna fuck around with
I
that
wasn't dropping
Christmas,
combos. Yeah, it was perfect. So that has been great. I think I'm about halfway through, so I'm excited to see how that goes. I like it a lot. I know that I don't know, man. I think so far, and I reserve right. Obviously, the story hasn't finished, so maybe we'll see. But narratively, and even gameplay to some degree, I like it even more than I liked Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which is the remake that they did for Ninja Gaiden 2.
People say it's the best.
And then I haven't done a playthrough of Ninja Gaiden Black, I don't know. It's been a minute. But I even in my memory, this is at least on par with it. I know that people are sort of they think it's better than 3, but they are, they don't think it's better than 2 or 1. I don't know. The community's kind of all over the place on it. So far, I think that it would probably be tied with 1. For me, it's very good. And all the combat stuff, it's like that thing, man. Sometimes when you just let Platinum focus on one aspect of the game and then not touch a single other aspect of the game, sometimes you get a Nier Automata, and it works out perfectly. And that seems like what has happened here is that Platinum did all of the gameplay stuff that they're known for doing, and then Team Ninja did everything else that in regards to Ninja Gaiden. So it's great, though. I think it's super awesome. It's definitely going to be on the list. So if you guys are looking to dabble, I know Preston, you were saying for Christmas.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking to dabble with something over the break, just to get some feelers on it, you totally can. So there's that. The only other thing that I play outside of Alex and I did do some of the raids for 14. We haven't finished it. Honestly, they are very good still. I think that the 3 that we've done so far are definitely my least favorite of the other 8. Even that one, while it is, I think it's clearly the best one out of this series so far for sure.
Might be the best one.
Even that one, I think, I wouldn't put it from the fight perspective. I would not. I don't know that I would have put it against all the other ones. But it's good. It's good.
I would put it high.
But the other two after Alex's girlfriend's fight was. They were not, I don't know, they just weren't they were not up to par for any of the other ones that have.
The last two were not. The last one was interesting because it just had some different stuff.
The second phase was cool.
But once we died once, we're like, oh, okay. We were a bunch of us that saw something for the first time and it killed us, and then the next time we never got hit, and then we died toward the end of the fight because there was something we'd never seen, and then we did it the third time and we just walked right through it. So it wasn't that hard.
That second phase was really cool, but the first one was, and the design was just kind of uninspired for me. I was just this is fine, but it's whatever. So there's that. The only thing that I've played is I did do the new monster in Monster Hunter. So I did do Gogmazios, and I promise that I am not hamming it up in this, but it is definitely, of all the Monster Hunters that I've played, it's probably my favorite fight that they've done out of any of the monsters that I've played. Keep in mind, I didn't get to play all the way through. I do honestly, man, I want to go through and like play all those old games again and just like go through them all. But I've only dabbled in like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like I would play a good deal of them, but I'd never finished any of them. World, mostly because I didn't have anybody to play with. World was the first time where I played through everything, and then same thing with Rise, and then now with this one. So, so the dual weapon thing is very cool, right? So you start off this fight, and it is God Mazios is like covered in this like hardened sort of like tar and oil and everything that's like all over him, and you have to use a fire weapon to break it off. And as soon as you started doing enough damage to it, all of the oil starts to like melt and like drip off of him and stuff, and then he starts getting extra attacks and doing some other things. And from there, the fight kind of like, you're supposed to switch to dragon weapon at that point to get some extra damage on him and do these things, right? But the fight kind of like, as you're playing through that section, you are basically trying to dislodge a giant rail cannon from his back so that you can then hook it up to the like the wyvern ways that are in Wilds, like the main power source that basically goes through this whole land, right? So you take these things and plug it basically directly into this fucking cannon, and it starts to charge, and you have to like guard it basically from him while you're charging it. Then as soon as it's ready to charge, you aim it, fire it, and all of the sound drops out of the game right before it fires. So it's kind of like the, Preston, you play this, but that Armored Core moment, that same, yeah, I know, yeah. So it's just like that, right? So you have this, and it does huge damage, knocks him over, you hit him, and then the final phase starts where he flies out, and you're in this completely other arena now. You go up there, and all of the tar has basically fallen off of him, and you now have his regular dragon form. From that moment, it's okay, put the fire weapon away. I'm doing dragon straight through here now to get the criticals, and you have to do, there's a DPS check where you have to do a certain amount of damage before his super move comes off, or else it's an insta wipe for everybody that's in there. Now, in this moment, this hunt is 4 hunters and then 4 NPC hunters on top of it. One of those NPC hunters, if you guys remember, Fabius, is the captain, like the old, the old guy or whatever, the full gold set of armor or whatever. So during that super move, he slams his shield down, and then you have to run behind him and like hide behind it while all of that is popping off, which is very cool. Side note is that I'm sure that they'll end up patching this at some point, but the sword and shield, great sword, and gun lance, if you have like the newer versions with them and like upgraded armor and everything, you can actually just block and tank this attack yourself. You don't even need to get behind him, which is fucking rad. But anyway, so you do that, it goes, and so one thing that I had thought that this game was lacking like distinctly is the non-additions of any of the old Monster Hunter sort of just like general aesthetics, right? So like obviously we had complained about it before, but like not having like the traditional little farm area that you can do and just having it all basically relegated to a menu within Nada is like, that kid is very annoying. And some of just like the general like sort of music things, right? Like different little things, or all of the kind of traditional sort of like Monster Hunter sort of sound effects, different things that you're used to seeing, and even some of like the food stuff, like the food cuts that they normally do, like they weren't as varied and cool. Like it was like they were like they had, but it was all like those random villages, but like it wasn't like this like giant Palico situation that it's always been and all that stuff, right? So they had tried to get away from some of that stuff. So one of those things though that always bum me out is that one of my favorite songs basically in gaming ever is the Proof of a Hero theme from Monster Hunter, which is the big bombastic, the bump, 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 like that whenever you finish a mission and do this whole thing, right? And so I was like, God, man. So one of the things that Alex was talking shit on me like a couple weeks ago for, which was they added an emote in this game where it lets you play that song if you are sitting there and you pull out a guitar and like play it or whatever. So I wouldn't end any of our quests early. I would just sit there and let the timer run out and play the song. So I was like, God damn it, I want to hear Proof of a Hero, so I'm doing it, right? So this super move goes off. You are standing behind Fabius. Again, same thing with the big boom. So all the sound drops out. But then the second the sound drop kicks back in, they start full bore playing Proof of the Hero, and it plays for the rest of the fight as you're going through, and the skull pops off, and you're like, all right, here we go, we're doing it, and so you're like knocking it down, and then because you have the other 4 support hunters there too, when you get it knocked over, and then the people that you're playing with plus the 4 support hunters, it's just 8 people, going right after, just going, and you're just like, it's very, very cool, and I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful that this will be the kind of stuff I would like to see them do more of this kind of thing when, like, with the expansion, like whatever comes out for this, because the whole, every Monster Hunter kind of has a gimmick with it, right? It's almost not unlike Pokemon in that regard. Like, everyone always has a new thing, right? So like 3 Ultimate was like one of the bigger like underwater monsters that you could go fight and do all that other stuff. Generations Ultimate has like all of the different weapon styles for every single weapon, so you can switch movesets and do these things. World obviously had like the slingshot and like grabbing and like throwing monsters into walls and all this other stuff. Rise obviously was like, hey, we're going to use these wire bugs and do all that stuff and let you ride them and do all this other stuff. And so Wild's big thing was you get to bring 2 weapons, right? And so it's like, sick, and then you kind of don't do anything with that for the entire game. Like, not in a mandatory way. You can always you could bring stuff with you if you felt like it, but there was no reason for any weapon, genuinely. Like, you were just like, I have my one.
Yeah. And then maybe if you're hunting 2 monsters,
damage.
You might bring a second weapon with the other element or something like that. But that rarely happened. Yeah.
Right, maybe. But they kind of don't do don't do anything with it. And then even as every title update has come out for every monster they've done, even though I have liked every fight that they've done, like obviously Mitsutsune is very fun. I was glad to see her come back from Rise. But then like Lagricus was the first one where you're like, oh, sick, dude, like we get to do this, we're doing underwater fights again, and we have to do all of this and like try to get these moves off and do this stuff. And I was like, okay, that's cool. That's actually like unique and fun thing that they're doing, and that's awesome. And then they had Saragios come out, and it was like, it's fine. There's nothing here, right? Like, it's just a very angry, high-tempered monster, just like it'd be like if, Tigrex came back or whatever. Like, it's similar to that. So you're like, okay, yeah, yep, I get it. It causes a lot of bleed damage, but other than that, there's kind of nothing here. This one was the first time, like, where, like, it really felt like I was like, man, it felt like I finally was playing Monster Hunter Wilds. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm finally doing something here. And I was like, man, every monster in this game should have done this. Not like maybe not to this degree, obviously, but like, it should have made it so that like this area that we're in, whatever, like the biomes, all that others, should have caused it to where every monster had like a dual element now that I had to deal with. Like, and even if that would have taken longer for them to make or whatever, like, or maybe it's just like every boss monster, right? Like every boss monster in each one of those zones that before you graduate to the next one had a dual element thing that kind of was checking you and making sure, like, hey, do you have this stuff? Like, are you paying attention to the mechanics of the game? Something. But I hope that with the expansion they do more of the unique stuff that's happening with Lagraiacus and also with Gogmazios, because I, like, other than those two fights, every other monster in the game just kind of feels like forgettable compared to the other times that I fought them in Monster Hunter because of the different stuff, right? Like, I still remember when Gore Magala came out in Rise and all of us were fighting it for the first time, like in that ruined castle and everything. Because it was sick because, you know, like, that Rise was so much faster than, like, you know, it was basically like a hyper game because of all the wire bug stuff that you can do and all the momentum and stuff. So I still remember that fight and doing all the things that we could do, especially, like, watching the wire bug, like, counter that you could do all the time, where you would just be waiting for a monster to come jump at you to do that kind of stuff, you know? Like, and then being able to ride the monsters around, do all that stuff. Like, I remember all that stuff, whereas, like, with Wilds, I'm like, man, most of these fights are just like, I've done this exact fight before, but it had... Except I'm missing out on stuff, right? Like in World, even, like if I'm just going to compare it to the same game from the same team beforehand, which is at least like, if I'm fighting a Rathalos in World and I stun it or whatever, I can jump on its head and like aim it towards something and then like slam it into a wall and like do all this other stuff. But you can't do that in Wilds. That whole mechanic is gone. And so... And even, like, the mounting is different, too. Now, either way, it doesn't matter. The whole thing is that these newer fights have been... Or some of these newer fights have actually been pretty cool, and I'm really hopeful that they continue on. But this last one with Gogmazios is probably my favorite fight they've ever done, but it is certainly the best one in Wilds, and it's not even close. Sure. So, I think... Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's basically that was the last thing that I did. So.
All right.
Cool. All right. Well, those are our weeks, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Again, don't forget to check in later this week as we start off a brand new video game book club series. And again, we hope you have a happy holidays. And don't forget, Preston, are you doing? How is your streaming going over the holidays?
Been going good. We're not skipping any days. So I will be streaming on Sunday and then heading out for Mama's Place on Monday. And I should be back before the weekend. So stream is just going regular schedule.
Cool. All right. So don't forget to check in with Preston as we're doing Star Wars Sundays, just like normal. And yeah, with that, thanks for hanging out again, everybody. And Preston, you know what to do.
Good.
Thank you for listening to another episode of The Testing Room. To catch up on past episodes or to check out the newest ones when they drop, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcast. If watching is more your thing, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/@thetestingroom, or watch us live on twitch.tv/testingroomlive. To leave comments or ask questions, you can follow us on Instagram @testingroompod, leave a comment on YouTube, or send them in to testingroompod@gmail.com. See you next time.